cooperation.
Good evening, folks. Welcome to the ICI Center in Daytona Beach. It's Eagles basketball. A Christmas break has concluded. The mandatory 7-day period where teams are unable to play games, unable to practice in NCAA Division II has come to an end. And the Eagles are back in action tonight and jumping right into Sunshine State Conference play here in just a couple of minutes. Embry Riddle getting ready to take on the University of Tampa in a game that should start here in about 7 or 8 minutes or so. Scheduled for a 6 o'clock tip-off, be a few minutes late because of the women's game, which just concluded. We'll talk a little bit about that, and we'll get ready for tonight's contest here between the Eagles and the Spartans. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and a little early Happy New Year to all of our listeners out here in Volusia County, New Smyrna Beach, and throughout the greater Halifax area, joining us here on the stations of WSBB, 1230 AM, 106.9 FM, and also our folks who are listening on the internet and also watching the game on the internet through our Sunshine State Conference digital network. So many ways to keep up with the Eagles, and certainly glad you've chosen to stick with us tonight. There are some college football games going on. And there's a big one going on between Clemson and Notre Dame later tonight, Alabama and Oklahoma. But before we get all that stuff, we got to get some basketball here at the ICI Center. Let's talk about the women's game a little bit. It just went final about 20 minutes or so ago. And the Eagle ladies got a nice win over Tampa, 67-58, the final in that one. Embry Riddle 67, University of Tampa 58. Lauren Ellenberger had an outstanding game for the Eagles, leading the team in scoring with 19 points. Nikki Tucker also very solid, did a great job defensively. Morgan Ackerman off the bench to shoot the three very, very well. Sigrid Sandstrom, a solid game. Just a really good team win for Coach Lisa Wilson and the Eagles here moments ago over the University of Tampa. So congratulations to them. And now see if the men can pull off a sweep here on the home court of the ICI Center as the Eagles get ready to take on the Spartans as well. On the men's side, Tampa is coached by Richard Schmidt, veteran coach, been there for 38 seasons, and so far this year the Spartans are 7-4. On the Eagles side, we stand at 8-6. And of course, in his 30th season, Coach Steve Ritter leads the way for the Eagles. Eagles making their way out onto the court from the locker room for their final warm-ups here. The Spartans are out there as well, and we're moments away from tip-off. Both teams stand at 1-2 in the Sunshine State Conference. Early in the season, the Eagles have lost 2 games in the league, but have lost to arguably the 2 best teams in the league. Nova Southeastern knocked off the Eagles. They're currently number 5 in the country. And the Eagles also lost to Florida Southern, who is number 7 in the country. So 2 teams in the top 10, and those are our 2 losses. So nothing to be ashamed of at 1-2 on the Tampa side of the docket. Tampa's games have been played against Florida Southern, that's who they lost to, and also nationally ranked Berry is their other loss. Their win came against Florida Tech. So both teams have played very tough seasons so far, with some of the best teams, Southern and Nova being the top 2 right now, with Berry a close third, and both teams looking to get back in the positive side here tonight at the ICI Center. We'll take a quick look at our starting lineups here. First, for the visitors from Tampa, the starters tonight will look a little something like this. Number 1, Alberto Moreno, a 6'3 junior, will be out there for the Spartans. Moreno from Liberty Christian High School, 6'3 and 190. Vincent Biffle, 6'2 and 175, a junior from Indianapolis, will be out there, along with Devin Colley. Colley, a 6'1 junior from Las Vegas. The leading scorer is Anthony Gamble. He's a senior out of Riverview, Florida. Stands 6'5 and 215. And then finally, the big man inside is a youngster, but he's a big guy. 6'9 and 235, a freshman from Portmore, Jamaica. Marco Downer. So the guards, Moreno, Biffle, and Colley. Gamble at the power forward spot, and Marco Downer inside for the Spartans. For the Eagles, starting lineup will look a little something like this. Alston Jones will run the show at the point guard spot, a 6-foot senior from Kansas City, Missouri. He's joined out there in the backcourt by Elijah Jenkins, a 6'3 sophomore from Atlanta. On the wing will be Josh Hawkins, a 6'3", 200-pound senior from Jacksonville. At the 4 spot, welcome back Nashad Mackey. He is back from his hand injury, 6'6" and 215, a senior from Nassau in the Bahamas. And finally, the Eagles' big man is Luka Mastorovic, 6'9" and 250, a junior from Belgrade, Serbia. For the Eagles, the leading scorer, now that he's back, we can say it is Nashad Mackey. 22 points and 12 rebounds per contest. He played the first 5 games of the year before getting injured. And again, for Tampa, the leading scorer is Anthony Gamble, also their power forward. He's at 16.5 points per game and not quite as many rebounds as Nashad. Gamble only 3.8 rebounds per contest. Their leading rebounder is Cedric Bellamine, who will come off the bench tonight, a junior from Brazzaville in the Congo. He's 6'7" and 220 at 8 rebounds per contest. So we got Eagles, Spartans, ready to tip it off here in Daytona Beach. But before that, we've got to take a break for the starting lineups and the national anthem. We'll take a timeout. We'll come right back. This is Eagles basketball on the Embry Riddle Radio Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the ICI Center for
We're up with the sun, on the flight line, on the track, in the sky and in the surf. We are serious, intense, fearless. We work hard and we play harder. We are pioneers, travelers, adventurers, explorers. We build the bots, we put the roar in rockets. We plan it, we run it. If you can fly it, build it, or lead it, our alumni have done it. We're making waves, competing on brand new planes. We're taking business, medicine, engineering, and flight into space. Extra focus, extra fast, extraordinary. Embry Riddle.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
Now let's meet the Spartan starting lineup. From Grand Canaria, a 6'3" junior guard, number 1.
Welcome back to the ICI Center. Curtis Klein, the voice of the ICI Center, introducing our starters here for both teams. As we mentioned earlier when we went through the lineup, for the Spartans it'll be Moreno, Biffle, and Colley in the backcourt with Gamble and Marco Downer. For the Eagles, Alston Jones, Elijah Jenkins, and Josh Hawkins in the backcourt with Mackey and Mastorovic up front. Good news for the Eagles in that Nishad Mackey is back with us. Thank you, Lauren. And other good news for the Eagles is we will, at some point tonight, see a sighting of David Park. David Park came to the Eagles as a transfer from the University of Maryland, Baltimore County, and got injured in the offseason and has not played a single minute yet. But he is healthy and ready to go, and he will see some court time tonight. Not in the starting lineup, but he will get in there for the Eagles. Park is a big guy at 6'5" and 215, so look forward to seeing what he has to offer when he gets a chance to take the floor at some point later tonight. Coach Ritter said he'll be one of the guys off the bench. Probably won't be the first guy off the bench, but he'll be a role player for us tonight. Chris Murray has done a great job off the bench for the Eagles. The freshman out of Miami has been outstanding during his time. I'm sure he will be one of the first guys to see the court tonight. C.J. Hennigan definitely going to get some serious minutes tonight, as will Tylen Lockett-Fuller, as they finish up the starting lineups here. Nice little crowd starting to trickle on in here. It's tough this time of year. Students are gone for the holiday break, and of course a lot of other folks are occupied with two great college football games. The semifinals of the college football playoff, of course, with Notre Dame and Clemson going on right now, and later tonight Oklahoma and Alabama. And of course you also got a lot of folks who are just traveling for the holidays and out of town, not in Daytona Beach, or maybe they are in Daytona Beach and have some family members visiting them. So crowd's a little thin, but they continue to trickle on into the building. Tampa's wearing the red uniforms tonight with the black and white trim. Eagles in their home whites. Marco Downer, Luka Mastorovich at the center circle. The tap goes to the Spartans. They'll have first crack at it, and they'll bring it front court. Josh Hawkins playing defense here against Devin Colley. They work the perimeter around from right side to left. Looking in, can't find anybody there. Now back out, Gamble top of the circle. Three is up and good. Nishad Mackey went for a steal. Didn't get it, left Gamble wide open, and the Spartans draw first blood, and it's a triple. And they take an early lead. Eagles ball right-hand wing, whistle foul away from the ball. Going to go on the Spartans. Hasn't been signaled yet. That is 34 on Downer.
Substitution, number 23, Cedric Bellamy.
And Tampa's going to go to the bench here for a quick sub. Downer's going to take a seat, and Cedric Bellamine will check in for the Spartans. So Eagles basketball after the foul. Man-to-man defense by the Spartans. Work at left-hand side, Hawkins. Now Mackey, lob into Luka. Backs down, little baby hook with the left hand, a little too strong that time. Rebound pulled in by Tampa. They'll bring it front court. Stop and pop from the elbow is up and good, and it's a quick 5-0 lead for the Spartans. That was Biffle with the bucket. Comes Jones for a runner off the right side. It's no good. Rebound fought for inside, loose on the floor, and the Spartans will come out of there with it as the Eagles. Josh Hawkins tried to get it back and got a piece of the Spartans. Ball will stay with Tampa. 5-0 Tampa, minute and 15 seconds in. The Eagles have spotted them a little cushion here. The Eagles try to dig in on defense here in that man-to-man. Biffle's got it, guarded by Hawkins. He'll go left side, Moreno. Now back up to Gamble. Now around the horn, near side. Ball fake, man flies past. Elbow jumper up is good for Biffle. And it's the Spartans by a touchdown early, 7-0 Tampa. Mackey at the top of the circle. Left side, Hawkins. Bounce pass over to Jenkins, now Jones. Skip it over to Mackey. Squares it up from 3. It's on the way. It's way off the mark. No good. Rebound to the Spartans. They'll race the other way. Swing it over here to Biffle. He'll take it inside and dribble it out of bounds, but a good hustle to save it. Back out to the Spartans to Colley, and they'll reset it. Eagles down 7-0, still haven't scored. Colley's got space, swings it over back near side. Biffle's going to take it and attack, get it blocked by Luka. But they'll say he got him across the arm as well. Second team foul on the Eagles. And the Spartans will toe the line. Biffle's got 4, and he'll shoot a couple free throws. That one's off the back of the iron, no good. Couple dribbles and one more coming. That one's good. And it's 8-0 Tampa. Tampa's playing with some energy. The Eagles right now, a little lackluster. Throw it into Jones on the far side under pressure. And Alston will bring it front court. Eagles looking to get into their offense and get some points on the board. Mackey's got it right side. Out to Hawkins. They'll switch places. Hawkins guarded by Gamble. Crossover, gets the Mastorovich screen, throws it back to Luka. He will catch into a double team, and they back off. He'll back down, spin with the right hand. Going to be short, tapped around. Mackey's got the rebound, goes up, no good. Second time, no good. Third time, Mackey got it again, up, under, and nothing doing. Hawkins poked away. Here comes Tampa in the 3-on-1 the other way. Gamble against Jenkins. His floater is good. Well, they let him get away with a lot of contact down there. And the Spartans lead it 10-0. Eagles had a bunch of offensive rebounds and chances, but couldn't convert from inside the paint last possession. Hawkins to Luka at the top of the circle. Back to Josh, right wing. Lob into Mackey. There's a spin to a double team with the left hand. Can't get it to go. Rebound tapped out to Tampa. Come the Spartans down the paint. Biffle, wrap around against Elijah. A little floater's good. And Coach Riddle going to take a timeout here. It is 12-0 in favor of Tampa at the 16:27 mark. And certainly not the start anybody in the blue and gold was hoping for, as the Eagles trail at 12-0. We'll take a timeout and be right back. You're listening to Eagles basketball on the Embry Riddle Game Day Network.
Which of you could Kylie and Alexis to make the most free throws in 30 seconds? Are you ready?
Trying to play like the Gators. Get the other way around.
That's a great rebound, you guys.
Yes, sir. Yeah, just one spot's good. Yep. Ah, no problem.
Give it up here for Kylie. Come on, Alexis. We just need one. We need one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh! Give us the lead. Kylie and Alexis, thanks for trying.
Well, it couldn't start much worse, I guess. Tampa is 5 for 5 from the field. Embry Riddle is 0 for 8. And it's 12-0 Spartans. Good news is the Eagles get the basketball after the timeout. Down by a dozen. Alston Jones, left-hand side. Crossover, penetrate, floater, good in the foul. Jones got fouled going up, elevated, hung, knocked down the elbow jumper, and draws the foul on Alberto Moreno. His first, team's second, and the Eagles can trim the lead here a little further with a free throw. And Alston Jones does just that. Here comes Tampa, though, the other way quickly. It's going to be a travel. Moreno got going so fast, tried to step through and took an extra step back to the Eagles on the turnover. Limited crowd on hand, but they're trying to get into it and encourage the home team. Dug themselves a little bit of a hole, trying to chip away. Jones will take it right down the paint for a runner. Up and good. Alston Jones has got all 5 here, and we got an injured Tampa player after the shot. Is that Collie? Can't tell for sure. Came down underneath the Tampa basket. Athletic trainer will go over to attend to him. I believe it's Devin Collie, number 15. Coach Schmidt is over there to take a look at him, along with the athletic trainers from the Spartans. He's off the playing surface. If he can get up and hobble over to the bench, they can restart the game here, but they are spending some special time here on his left ankle / calf area. And he's going to sit up and stand up and walk off with a little bit of a limp, but under his own power. And it is Devin Collie who will go to the bench here for the Spartans. 12-5 is the score. Alston Jones has scored 5 after the Eagles found themselves down a dozen. Sub checked in is Freddie Ibrahim, wears number 5, 6'3" senior in there for the Spartans. Gamble's got top of the circle against Nashad Mackey. He'll take it down. Little runner up is no good. Mackey's got the rebound. And he'll find Alston Jones, and Jones is going to race it the other direction into a triple team looking for a trailer. It's Hawkins. Hawkins bounces it off to Mackey and turns it over. Here comes Gamble. It's bounced back the other direction. Deflected by Embry Riddle into the backcourt, and the Spartans chase it down. Throw it back out and around. Biffle behind the screen. Crossover against Elijah Jenkins. Dish it off underneath. Floater over Mastorovich. No good. Rebound to Nashad Mackey. Mackey off to Jones. Here come the Eagles. Down 7 with the basketball. Quickly front court, Mastorovich. Backs in with the right hand and knocks it home. 7-0 run here for the Eagles to get back into this. 12-7 Spartans. The Eagles going to stay in man-to-man here. Moreno comes right side. Back up high, Gamble around the horn, left wing Biffle. They look for Bellamine. He'll work against Luca for a runner. It's up and good. Cedric Bellamine's first bucket. That stops the Eagles' 7-0 run. 12 straight for Tampa, 7 straight for the Eagles. And now a bucket there for Tampa makes it 14-7. Mastorovich right side. Out to Jones, anticipated and stolen by Moreno. He'll attack against Alston on a step through. Runner is short. Stick back is good, though, for the Spartans for Bellamine, who ran the floor to tip it back in. Mastorovich's pass was telegraphed, and Spartans able to go on a strip and a steal. Jones off the screen right side. Left side off to Mackey. Tried to throw it into Luca. He'll catch it on the block after dribble out from pressure for a baseline jumper. That's good. Jones and Mastorovich have all the points for the Eagles. 16-9 Tampa. Moreno, and we got a whistle and a foul away from the ball. Called on Luca, his second personal. Josh Hawkins out for C.J. Hennigan, and Chris Murray probably for Luca, I would think. Nope, they're going to get a shot out of that. Leave Luca in there with 2 fouls. And Tylen Lockett Fuller in for Elijah Jenkins. So 3 subs for the Eagles. Spartan ball underneath. Into Gamble. He'll run along the baseline. No shot, no good. Rebound to the Eagles. and then poked away loose on the floor, and the Spartans will chase it down and take a timeout. Eagles got the rebound, then lost it underneath. Tampa hustles out to get to the basketball and calls a timeout. They want a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay right here. Again, remind you that the Eagle women were in action earlier tonight, and they got a win over Tampa. Let's see if we can get some other scores from around the Sunshine State Conference. The women's games should all be final. They were all played earlier today. Again, these are women's finals. Lynn over Eckerd, Rollins over St. Leo, Embry Riddle over Tampa, and Florida Southern over Nova Southeastern. And in a non-conference game, Palm Beach Atlantic defeated Florida National. Those are women's scores from around the Sunshine State Conference. Men's games are also final. Rollins over St. Leo, Lynn over Eckerd, and Nova over Florida Southern. Those are men's results that are final. Our score here, 16-9. Tampa leads it early over the Eagles. Nishad Mackey's at the scorer's table, ready to check in. Next chance he gets, but must not have gotten there quick enough to be able to get in now. It'll be Murray, Mastorovich, Jones, Hennigan, and Lockett-Fuller. Ibrahim guarded out here by Austin Jones, out on the perimeter. Eagles in man-to-man. Go to Biffle, top of the circle, elevates for a long three. It's an air ball, rebound to Embry Riddle. Lockett-Fuller is going to race the other direction. Goes cross-court, trails it back out here to Jones. Jones left wing. Throws it over to Luca. Bad pass there. It's picked off. Here come the Spartans the other way. Eagles not doing a good job handling the basketball right now. Some unforced errors. Rebound of a missed jumper there. Jones has got it. He'll push the other direction. Got Lockett-Fuller to his left. Finds him here. Thinks about a three. Passes it up. Drops it back for Jones. Alston's got it between the circles. Drops for Hennigan. Hennigan drops for Lockett-Fuller. Now back Jones on a little three-man interchange. Lockett-Fuller, Jones on a runner up, poked away, stripped by the Spartans. Here they come the other way. Little 2-on-2 fast break. Runner up, no good. Foul on C.J. Hennigan. And Bellarmine will shoot 2 free throws. Hennigan's first, team's fourth.
Shooting 2 for the Spartans, number 23, Cedric Bellarmine.
And Cedric Bellarmine will be the free throw shooter. Bellarmine checked in about 30 seconds after the game started, replacing Downer.
Back into the Eagle lineup, number 10.
And has not left the court since. One more free throw coming. Missed the first and made the second. 5 on the night so far for Bellarmine. Bellarmine checks out. Brent Duncan will check in for the first time tonight for the Spartans. 6'6" junior from Atlanta. Lockett-Fuller will bring it front court. Left side, Mackey. Pop it out to Jones, working from left to right. Looks back door, nobody there. He'll stay right side on the dribble. Once Mackey finds him there against Duncan. Leans in, kicks out. Jones, open three, on the way. Off the mark, no good. Rebound Murray, stick back, no good. And rebound Mackey, he'll spin and he'll stick it in. Rashad's racking up some rebounds, but that's his first points of the game. 6 boards already tonight. Here comes Moreno down the paint. His runner is up and good. He turned the corner on Hennigan and able to score it. 19-11, Spartans by 8. Lockett-Fuller between the circles. Off to Hennigan. CJ drops for Murray. Murray back to Hennigan, right side, 3 ball on the way, short, no good. Nobody there to rebound except for Spartans. It's Ibrahim with the basketball. He'll push front court. Off the high screen, turns the corner, wraps it back around to the far side. Poked away, loose on the floor. Who's after it? tapped by Tampa back into the backcourt. They push it front court. Here comes Moreno down the paint, and he'll lose it coming through. Foul's going to go on Hennigan, his second. Eagles haven't been able to find too much offensive rhythm thus far tonight. First game back from the holiday break, not surprising. So what is surprising is the Spartans have played so well. This will be our under 12 media timeout. 19:11, we'll take a break and be right back. You're listening to Eagles basketball on the Embry Riddle Game Day Network. Yep, that'd be fine.
Eagle fans, stay connected with Embry Riddle men's basketball. 247. Whether you're on Twitter, aliens, Instagram, at this address, ERAUM basketball.
11 minutes and 3 seconds to go here in the first half. It's 19-11 Tampa. Spartans got out to an early 12-0 lead. The Eagles have been trying to scramble and get back into it ever since. Spartans currently at 57%, 8 of 14, while the Eagles are 5 of 16, just 31%. Free throw from Moreno is good. One more coming, and he's got them both. A little full court press here by the Spartans, and it's knocked out of bounds here by Moreno. Embry Riddle women's players over there on the far side. Everybody looking at their phones. Almost got taken out by a couple of players coming their direction. Into Lockett Fuller in the backcourt. They'll back it off. Biffle will work with him man to man. Lockett Fuller goes left side. Up high to Mackey. Now Hennigan. Back to Lockett Fuller left side. Collins going to take it in for a little leaner, and it's going to be very short. No good. Rebound to the Spartans. Not sure if that was a shot or a lob to Murray, but either way it never got to the rim. And the Spartans going to go down the paint from Moreno for a layup with the left hand. 23-11, back to a 12-point Spartan lead. Just hasn't been very good so far overall. Jenkins left side. Looking for Mackey, can't find him. Go to Murray instead. Chris going to go down the paint for a runner. It's short, no good, but a foul. With the body, going to go on Cedric Bellarmine. Be his first personal third on the Spartans. And Chris Murray will shoot the free throws here for the Eagles.
In the line, ready for 2 shots. Chris Murray.
7 points, 6 rebounds a game for the freshman from Miami. First free throw is no good. Free throw shooting not his strongest point. Chris less than 50% on the year. 18 for 38, 47%. And he missed them both. Nick Hurd sees his first action of the night. He'll check in for the Eagles. Here comes Moreno down low, and he'll lose it coming through. And the Eagles will get it on the turnover. Caught a break that time. Moreno got to the basket again, but fumbled it coming down the paint. Again, Tampa going to stay in that full court press. Into Murray in the corner, back to Nick Hurd. Now Jenkins. Elijah's going to push front court, and he's poked and fouled from behind by Ibrahim, his first, team's fourth.
his first team.
And they'll take the ball back into the backcourt again. Jenkins for Murray. Now Lockett Fuller, stop and pop three. That's off the mark. Mackey a rebound though, then loses it coming through. Tried to dribble it and dribbled it right off his foot.
Personal foul on the Eagles.
Call the foul on Deshad, trying to get the ball back. His first.
Team 6.
Team 6. So the Spartans are one away from the 1-1. With still 9:39 to go first half. Mackey's got 7 rebounds already tonight, but only 2 points on 1 of 6 shooting. Here comes Moreno down the paint again, and he'll stick it in. Hurd right side. Spartans lead it by 14. Murray, Hurd, catch and shoot 3. That one's off the mark, no good. Rebound to the Spartans. Here comes Moreno with the rebound and going to go coast to coast. If somebody doesn't stop him, they do stop him, but he U-turns it, throws it around the horn, all the way to Gamble for 3, and it's good. And Coach Riddle going to take a timeout here. This is getting off the rails in a hurry. 28-11 in favor of Tampa as the Eagles really struggling right now. Down 17 at the 8:57 mark. We'll take a break and come right back here on the Eagles Radio Network. Oof, man. This is ugly. Okay.
And here they are, Ocean Deck, BJ's Brewhouse, Jimmy John's, and
Okay.
2-1 Flats. Thank you to these companies with their help.
The Spartans came in with 4 players in double figures. Gamble, their leader, followed by Biffle, Moreno, and Colley. And thus far tonight, they've shared the basketball well, and they lead it by 17. See if the Eagles can regroup here. Mackey an open look from 3. That's off the mark, but Hurd rebounds for the Eagles. He'll lean in. It's no good as well. And the Spartans rebound that. There's Biffle with the basketball against Lockett Fuller for a floater. No good, but rebound to the Spartans. Shot up, no good, but a foul. Foul's going to go on Lockett Fuller. And our free throw shooter is going to be Brent Duncan.
And in the line for the Spartans to shoot 2, Brent Duncan.
Duncan 13 out of 16 on the year for 81%. First trip to the line tonight. That's no good on the first.
Brandon Baker for Tampa.
5 points a game for Duncan. He's got one more free throw coming. 28-11 before the free throw. That one's good. And it's Spartans by 18 with 8:30 to go here before halftime. Jones to Mackey. Now Nick Hurd. Left side, Lockett Fuller, lob for Luka. He'll catch. Started by Duncan. Backs down, spins with the left hand, and puts it in. Nice patience there by Nastorovic. Expecting the double team and had his head up looking for who to pass to if they did. They never did, and he backed him down and got the little baby hook. The Eagles need to find some offensive consistency. Just been lacking tonight. Here's Ibrahim, right-hand side. Dribble in, and he dragged his pivot foot. That's going to be a travel. Ball will go to the Eagles on the turnover. They'll take us to our under 8 media timeout, see if the Eagles can rest and regroup and get back in this thing. Down 29-13. Back right after this on the Eagles Radio Network.
Program. If you've got the winning game day program, will you wave it then? It's got a game day sticker right inside. You picked it up on the way in. Everybody's looking. I've got 2 free BJ's Brewhouse Suzuki's for the winner of the winning game day program. Bob and Bobby Coleman. Give it up for Bob and Bobby Coleman. Our game day
29-13 in favor of Tampa at the 7:49 mark. Eagles trying to rally from a big deficit here thus far tonight against the Spartans. Eagles just 6 out of 22, 27%, and 0 for 6 from three-point area. Alston Jones will bring it front court. Outstanding defense so far by Tampa. Almost every shot has been closely contested. Mackey's got it left wing, out to Jones, looking for Luka. He'll use the screen, and that's going to be a moving screen on Mastorovich. It'll be his third foul.
Luka Mastorovich, his third, teammate.
Eagles do the debut of David Park after the third foul on Mastorovich. Long-awaited debut due to injury. See if he can get something going. Josh Hawkins playing some tight defense here on Ibrahim. Eagles down 16 at the 7:18 mark of the first half. Spartans work it near side, then back around the horn to the far side. Long three-pointer on the way is good for Gamble. He's got 11. Perfect 3 for 3 from long distance. First player on either team to double figures. Hawkins far side for the Eagles. Out to Jenkins, now Jones. Cross court Park. To Jenkins, off the Park screen. Back up high. Josh Hawkins' elbow jumper is off the mark. Rebound to Tampa. Here they come the other way quickly to Gamble on the right-hand wing. Works against Mackey for a runner. That's good. Anthony Gamble, a little too much talking after knocking down a jumper there. Called for a technical foul. And the Eagles are going to get an opportunity to put some points on the board. Rashad Mackey misses the first free throw though. He does make the second. Mackey hadn't missed too many free throws this year. 27 for 28 coming into the game, 96%. Goes 1 for 2 that time. Eagles down 20, 34-14. At the 6:34 mark of the first half. Here's Jones turning the corner. Floater up, rattles around, no good. Rebound to the Spartans. Biffle's got it, bringing it front court. Far side, open look for the Spartans. It's up, it's good for 3, and the foul on Rashad Mackey. Brendan Baker with the triple. Foul on Rashad Mackey, his second. And a chance for a 4-point play here for Tampa.
Brendan Baker.
Free throw is good. Well, it was 12-0. I said it couldn't get much worse. I was wrong. It's 38-14 right now. 12 has become 24. Lob into Mackey. Backs down against Bellarmine, kicks it out to Jones. Jones going to dribble down the paint for a runner. It's up, and it is good for Alston Jones. He's got 7. To lead the way for the Eagles. Only 3 players have scored. Jones with 7, Mastorovich with 6, Mackey with 3. Everybody else getting shut out. Ibrahim drops it off for Gamble. He'll work against the shot, go down for a runner. It's up, and it's good. Gamble's got 15. Jones for Hawkins. Left-hand side. Josh for a runner over Baker, no good, and rebound is knocked out of bounds by Tampa. It'll stay with the Eagles. .5:14 to go first half, 40-16. Tampa shooting 68% and 80% from 3.
And for the Eagles, number 2.
We're going to get Chris Murray in there for Nishad Mackey. Jenkins lobs into Murray, over to Jones. Now Hawkins back to Elijah. Jenkins going to go down the paint, get it poked away. Murray's after it on the floor, but Tampa chases it down. Bellarmine gets it. They throw it cross court to Baker, and here come the Spartans the other way. Bounce pass kicked by Jenkins. It'll stay with the Spartans. C.J. Hennigan checking back in for the Eagles. The Eagles just looking for somebody with a hot hand right now. 7 for 26, just 26%, while the Spartans are 68%.
Also back into the game for the Spartans,
Moreno back in for Ibrahim. Baker will trigger. Into Moreno, guarded here by Alston Jones. Use the high screen. And it's poked away. Last touched by the Spartans. It'll go to the Eagles on the turnover. Moreno lost it out of bounds. Alston Jones looks to the sideline to get the play call. He'll come front court. Cross court, Jenkins. Now David Park. Lob into Murray. Catch, up and in. Good post feed to Murray. Caught it over the right shoulder and stuck it off the window. 40-18. Moreno drops it back out here for Biffle. Guarded by Jenkins. Shot clock down to 11. Biffle down the paint, and that's going to be a held ball, right? It is. C.J. Hennigan reached in there, dropped up the basketball, and the possession goes to the Eagles. Eagles looking for some sort of spark. A three-pointer often provides a spark to the offense. The Eagles haven't hit one tonight. As a hold going to go against Bellarmine. Working against Chris Murray. That'll be 6 on the Spartans. So no 1-and-1 yet. We will get our under 4 media timeout. It's 40-18. Eagles are down 22. Looking for a spark here in Daytona Beach. We'll be right back on the Eagles Radio Network. Yes, sir. Oh, man, I'd like to do something for the second half. Let's turn it around and get it going. I need to get in the, I got some content for one of them I need to get to you. Kalen. Yeah. Let's do that soon. Sounds good. As much as I'd like to rally here before halftime and take a halftime lead, being down 22 with 4 minutes to go, it's looking doubtful. So you got to break the game down into smaller chunks. Right now it's a goal to try to get back and make it competitive before halftime and find a little bit of momentum. Down 22. Can we cut into that and get it maybe close to 10 before halftime? See if we can do it. Jenkins will shoot a 3. That's off the mark. No good. Rebound tapped around twice by Park and by Murray, but controlled by Gamble for the Spartans. Throw it into Bellarmine for, excuse me, that's not Bellarmine, that's Downer for a runner, and it's no good. But he's fouled. Foul goes on David Park, and Marco Downer will have to earn his points at the free throw line. Downer yet to score tonight. Misses the first. he misses them both, Chris Murray will rebound it for the Eagles. Jones pushing front court. Crossover, gets to the baseline against Biffle, and gets the ball stripped going up. And they'll say it got poked out of his hands and off of his knee, out of bounds. So it'll go to Tampa. The Eagles have committed 10 fouls here in the first half, so any foul will be a two-shot opportunity for the Spartans. There's Biffle at the top of the circle against Hennigan. Throws it left side to Baker, then gets it back. Biffle a long three on the way. Off the mark, no good. Rebound bounced around, comes to Jones. He'll go quickly to Hennigan. 1-on-2. CJ pulls up, trails it back to Jenkins, who's open for three. Very short. David Park, after a rebound, couldn't get to it. It never drew rim, and of course, nobody expecting an air ball. Ball ended up right at the feet of David Park, but he expected it to hit off the rim. Unfortunately, unlucky. He was in the right place, but the wrong time. Still down 22. Biffle around the circuit far side. To Gamble, down the paint, spins, gets it poked away, and
the ball has been called.
David Park and Anthony Gamble wrestle down there for a ball. Possession arrow favors the Spartans. They'll clean up the perspiration where the bodies went flying. .239 to go before halftime. Tylen Lockett Fuller in for Elijah Jenkins. 11 on the shot clock. Spartans will keep those 11 seconds. They'll have it on the baseline, underneath their own basket, off to the right-hand side. Baker trickles into Biffle. He'll try to go baseline, cut off there by Jones. Takes it back out to the elbow, elevates, shoots it, knocks it home. 9 on the night for Biffle. Jones for Hennigan, far side, three balls open and in and out, no good. Rebound to the Spartans. Nothing's working right now. Baker will shoot it for three. That's short, but rebound to the Spartans. Back up, and no good but a foul on Austin Jones.
Austin Jones is first. Guy Biffle to the line, shooting two.
Biffle's got 9 on the night to go with 6 rebounds, and he makes the first. And he's got them both. Jones up high. Over to Park. Park will shoot it for three. That's off the mark, no good. Rebound comes to Biffle. Round to Baker on the near side. Back out high, Moreno. Moreno going right baseline, up, under, and good. Alberto Moreno's got 10. He's gotten to the basket too many times for 2 easy shots. The Eagle deficit is now 28. Almost picked off there by the Spartans. Hennigan, now Park. Back out to Austin Jones. Shot clock to 7. Jones against Gamble, throws it into Murray. Murray out to Park. Park will shoot it for 3, and it's good. Right as the shot clock expires, the Eagles hit a triple. Final minute here in Daytona Beach. Biffle up high against Lockett Fuller. Got the screen to his left and his right. He'll elevate from 18. That's off the mark. Chris Murray, a rebound for the Eagles. He'll get out of space here.
Double personal foul has been called on the Eagles, number 5, David Park, and the Spartans, number 34, Marco Downer.
Call a double personal foul on Downer and Park.
Back for Tampa.
Ball will stay with the Eagles here with 40.5 to go before halftime. Eagles down 25. Park, Murray, Hurd, Lockett, Fuller, and Jones. Jones drops it back for Lockett Fuller. Jumper from 18 is good. Moreno out near midcourt. 21 seconds before halftime. 46-23. Spartans have us doubled up. A 3 for Tampa, that's no good. Rebound saved in. The Eagles will pick it up near midcourt. Lockett Fuller will shoot it, and it's not going to get there from midcourt. And the Eagles will go to the locker room down 23. 46-23. All Spartans here in the first half. We'll take a timeout and come right back. You're listening to Eagles basketball on the Embry Riddle Game Day Network. About as ugly as I've ever seen.
Sorry, you guys. I know you just played. You did so well. Yes, exactly. Back like this. Come on out here. Here are our contestants, everybody. These need to be going like in a circle. You're the impromptu sports marketing team tonight. Woo! Okay, so I believe we have 11. When I come to you, you say your name. Okay, ready? Go. Rocco. Okay. Maya. Awesome, guys.
We're up with the sun, on the flight line, on the track, in the sky and in the surf. We are serious, intense, fearless. We work hard and we play harder. We are pioneers, travelers, adventurers, explorers. We build the bots, we put the roar in rockets. We plan it, we run it. If you can fly it, build it, or lead it, our alumni have done it. We're making waves, competing on brand new planes. We're taking business, medicine, engineering, and flight into space. Extra focus, extra fast, extraordinary. Embry Riddle.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Got two baby girls. Okay. All right, everybody stand up. We need to take one chair away. Let's close in the gap. Here we go. All right, bring it in, bring it in. We want everybody to have the chance. Okay, are you guys ready? Are you feeling good? All right, you got any kids bop or something? All right, take it away, Pat. All right, start walking, everybody. Great try, honey. You did awesome. Your mommy's right over there. No, you did so good, sweetie. Come here. There you go. There's your mommy and your sweet, sweet sister. Give it up for those two. That was awesome. For my sweetheart. Okay, everybody out. You guys are doing great. $10 Smoothie King gift card is still on the line. Last one standing. Take it away, Pat. Wait, there's one more, go get it. Oh, Logan and Amber. I don't know, maybe Amber 46? I mean, Logan's further back in, but Amber's on it. Logan's in. All right, Miss Amber, I'm sorry. Great job, thank you for trying. Good playing. Logan, you're still in, sir. There we go, let's close it in. We gotta pick this pace up a little bit. Here we go. Take off.
Okay, sounds good.
Oh, high five, buddy. You did awesome. All right, everybody else, we gotta take a chair. Thank you. Such great helpers. Take it away, Pat. Oh, man. Tell everybody your name again. Crystal, you did great, sweetie. Thank you for playing. And then number 5. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Walk it out. Oh, what do you think? She was in. Chelsea was in. All right, thank you. Good playing. All right, Chelsea, you're up, sweetie. There you go. 3 chairs left. 3 chairs. More kids. Here we go. We should make you jump for this song. Like jump around, you know? Oh, man. You did awesome. Thank you for playing. All right. 2 chairs. 2 chairs. Hands up. Nobody can, like, touch a chair. You just gotta keep going. Keep going.
Back here at the ICI Center, halftime between Embry Riddle and the University of Tampa. It's been all Tampa here thus far tonight. The Eagles are going to have to mount a furious second half rally to try to get back in this one. They trail at 46-23. 46-23 at the half. The Spartans have 3 players in double figures already, led by Anthony Gamble, who has 15. Vincent Biffle has 11, and Alberto Moreno has 10 for the Spartans. Overall, Tampa 17 of 28, 61% from the field. For the Eagles, leading scorer Alston Jones has 7. Luka Mastorovic has 6. No one else has more than 3. Ty Lockett-Fuller has 2. Chris Murray with 2. David Park with 3. And Nishad Mackey with 3. Mackey does lead the Eagles in rebounding with 7 rebounds on the night. 46-23 is our halftime score. The Eagles trail against the University of Tampa right now. This is a series that hasn't been going on for too long. This is the 10th matchup overall. Tampa's won the last 2 and leads the series overall by a margin of 6-3. And here at home, though, Embry Riddle leads 2-1. Tampa has won 5 of the 6 games played over there on the West Coast. 46-23 at the half, all Spartans here over Embry Riddle at the halftime break. Neither team has returned out to the floor for warm-ups just yet, but they should both be popping back out here momentarily. Quick programming update. We do have more action coming up here over the holiday break. We're back in action on Wednesday. That's January the 2nd. Next Wednesday, Eagles will host Barry here at the ICI Center. Then we take on St. Leo 1 week from today, and then Lynn on Wednesday the 9th. All those games here at the ICI Center. So this is game 1 of a 4-game homestand here in Daytona Beach. So Tampa tonight, Barry next Wednesday, St. Leo next Saturday, and then Lynn the Wednesday after that on January the 9th. We'll take a timeout, get a couple spots in here. We'll get ready to come back and get some second half action. When we return, we'll also give you the Sunshine State Conference scoreboard update after this short break. We'll be right back after this on the Eagles Radio Network. Ooh, 30-3. Wow. I thought that game might be a little closer. There you go. Okay. My keys. I want you to leave them. I'll be locked.
Downstairs, they're down there. Abby wants to know if I can stay the night with her at the house she was dog sitting at tonight. She said she would pick me up and drop me off and everything. But this is the address, it's by Sam's Club. And Mom thinks it's like kind of sketchy and she wants to know what you're doing.
Not a big fan. Sketchy. 46-23 here at the break. The Spartans have returned for their second half warm-ups. The Eagles have not yet come back out. Again, a quick scoring update. Eagle ladies knocked off Tampa earlier tonight, 67-58. Lauren Ellenberger led the way with 19 points. She also had 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals. Again, I promised you a chance to look around the Sunshine State Conference scoreboard and see the other games that are in action, and all the others have gone final in men's basketball. At St. Leo, it was Rollins 80, St. Leo 67. So the road team got a win there. At Eckerd, it was Lynn 71 and Eckerd 62. The road team got a win there. And in a game between 2 top 10 teams in the nation, it was a high-scoring affair in Fort Lauderdale, and it was won by Nova Southeastern, 117-95. They put up 71 points in the first half against Florida Southern, and Nova wins it by 22. scoring numbers for Nova. Connor Zanich had 39 today. Gracious sakes. Mark Matthews had 31. Dwayne Gibson with 12 and David Dennis with 11. Dennis also had 10 assists for a double-double. 39 for Connor Zanich to lead Nova Southeastern. Jonathan Lawton had 31 for the Spartans to lead the way. Slinky Jones 19. Brett Hansen had 17 and 12 rebounds, but Nova wins it. They go to 10-0. Florida Southern falls to 9-2. In the Rollins St. Leo game, that game again played at St. Leo. Rollins was led by Hutton Yanor with 17 points off the bench. Jacoby Bonner had 16 for the Tars. And for St. Leo, the leading scorer was Isaiah Hill. He had 14 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. Rollins wins at 80-67 over St. Leo. So the standings look something like this. Lynn and Nova both undefeated, both 10-0 on the year. Nova's 4-0 in the league, Lynn's 3-0 in the league, so they stand on top. Florida Southern's 2-1, Berry's 2-1. Eckerd and Rollins are 2-2 apiece. Tampa and Embry Riddle both 1-2. St. Leo 1-3. Palm Beach Atlantic and Florida Tech winless so far. Florida Tech 0-2, Palm Beach 0-3. Florida Tech is at Berry tomorrow. That'll wrap up this first weekend back after the holiday break. Again, our halftime score is all Tampa right now. Spartans lead it over the Eagles, 46-23. What does Coach Ritter have up his sleeve here in the second half to try to get an Eagle rally? Quick football score for you. All Clemson. The luck of the Irish is unlucky so far. Clemson 30. Notre Dame 3. That's a fourth quarter score. 13 minutes to go, fourth quarter. Clemson 30. Notre Dame 3. And Oklahoma, Alabama later tonight in the Capital One Orange Bowl from South Florida. Ready to go for second half action. It'll be Eagles basketball to start it off. They'll work from left to right, see if the basket at this end of the floor is any better for us. Jones for Mackey. Back over to Jones, left side. Looking for Mastorovich, can't find him. Now Hawkins, top of the circle. Post feed into Luka, spins to the baseline, left-hand hook shot. Eagles wanted to go inside, and they do, and get a quick bucket on their first possession and see if they can try to scratch and claw and make this thing a little more competitive here in the second half. Tampa out high to Gamble. Now over this way to Biffle. Looks inside, he'll go down low to their big man. It's poked away, but poked right to Biffle, and he'll stick it in. Unlucky bounce for the Eagles that time. Poked it away on the pass, but it ended right up in the hands of the Spartans. Hawkins, far side, double team, looking for help. Eagles get to break. It bounces off the leg of one of the Spartans. And they throw it back into Mackey. He'll get it ripped away, and they'll call a reach-in foul on Biffle. First on Biffle. Put the shot clock back to 20 and give the Eagles ball underneath. Jenkins triggers into Luka. Right baseline, back out to Jones. Jones guarded here by Biffle. Drops for Hawkins. Thinks about a three, passes it up. Back to Jones with the Mastorovich screen. Takes it in for a floater, and it's good for Austin Jones. The Eagles have made their first two shots here in the second half. Try to dig in on defense. Need to get a stop. Left-hand side, Biffle open from 18. It's perfect. Each team 2 for 2 to start the second half. Can't afford to trade baskets when you're down 23. Here comes Jones down the paint. Runner up, no good. Rebound Jenkins. And then it ends up in the hands of Mastorovich. Poked away from Elijah, but Luka puts it in. Eagles jump into their 1-2-1-1 zone trap. Tampa gets it out toward midcourt. They get a 3-on-2 out of it. Biffle crossover against Mastorovich, wraps around underneath, inside to Downer. His shot's no good. Tipped around, no good. Chased into the corner by Downer. And he'll throw it back up high, and they'll reset it. Ibrahim's got it between the circles. Elbow jumper over Mackey, no good, but an offensive rebound for Downer. No good, and another rebound for Downer, and blocked that time by Luca, but a reach-in foul on Josh Hawkins.
Josh Hawkins, his
Second personal on Hawkins.
And at the line, shooting 2,
Marco Downer will shoot the free throws here for Tampa. Just 6 out of 14 on the season coming in. And that one's off the back of the rim, no good. Downer will shoot one more. That one's also no good. Rebound to Mackey for the Eagles. Jones will push front court. Over to Mackey. Ends up in the hands of Hawkins. He gets his shot blocked and rebounded by Tampa. They'll race the other way. Head of the pack for an easy layup at the other end from Ibrahim. Jones near side, guarded by Gamble on a switch. Here's Jones again, takes it in, kicks it out for Hawkins. From 3, off the mark, rebound chase in the corner, picked up by Biffle for the Spartans. Moreno out near midcourt. Jenkins will get under a screen, and Moreno slips. That's going to be a travel. The ball will go to the Eagles. Moreno had his feet slip out from under him and is still down, holding his left leg. He'll get some help to get up and see if he's going to stay in the game. He's kind of limping toward the bench. And he's going to go ahead and come out. So the Eagles will get it on the turnover here. Each team has scored 6 points here in the second half. So it's still a 23-point deficit. Jenkins into Hawkins in the backcourt. Now over to Alston Jones. Jones for Jenkins, left side. Now Mackey, top of the circle. Lob into Luca. Spins against Downer with the left hand. No good. Hawkins after the rebound. Couldn't control it. Loose on the floor and held ball. Possession arrow to Tampa. 16-19 to play. Tampa still leads it by 23. Eagles stay in the full court press. Spartans able to beat it easily. Ibrahim far side. Slows it down and works against Elijah Jenkins out between the circles. Left hand side, Gamble. Back to Ibrahim. Shot clock down to 10. They throw it around the horn far side. Out of 5, 4. Biffle leans and off the mark, no good. It never hit the rim. It'll go to the Eagles on a shot clock violation. At the 15:48 mark, should be our under 16 media timeout. The Eagles have scored 6, but given up 6. Haven't made a dent in the margin yet. 15:48 to play. We'll be right back after this on the Eagles Radio Network.
So go ahead and take out those personal walls so you'll be able to get to it quickly. In honor of the giving season. Did you have a good person? All right, in honor of the giving season, I would like to see if someone has a gift card. Does someone have a gift card? You pull it out! Yes! How did you know? Miss Oakley, where's the two? For Beverly Macy's or maybe George? Oh, it's food. I'll take that too. $50. Yeah. And I'm going to add your gift card collection with 2 free Pizookies courtesy of BJ's Brewhouse. Give it up for Miss Oakley. She's going to have dinner and
Okay. Each team 3 out of 7 here in the second half. 43%. 52-29 in favor of Tampa. Eagles basketball coming out of the timeout. Tampa backs off their pressure as Austin Jones will bring it front court. Jones right-hand side. Over to Jenkins, down low, Hawkins. Dribble drive in by Hawkins out to Jenkins for 3, and Elijah knocks down his first bucket of the night. Here come the Spartans the other way. Moreno coast to coast, little runner, no good, rebound to Luka. Luka's off to Jones, trying to push the tempo. Got Jenkins far side, stop, pop, and short, no good, rebound the shot. Mackey, he'll lean up, and no good as well. Rebound to Luka, no good, rebound tapped, and Moreno comes down with it. He'll throw it to Ibrahim, to Gamble. Leans in for a runner. No good by Bellarmine, and a foul's going to go on the Eagles on Austin Jones.
Personal foul on the Eagles, Austin Jones, his second. At the line, ready to shoot 2, number 23, center.
That last possession at the far end of the floor is indicative of what's been going on tonight. The Eagles got an open 3 from Jenkins, no good. Got a rebound, no good. Got another, no good. And I wish we got points for offensive rebounds because we've got a bunch of them tonight. Got more offensive rebounds than defensive, 10-9. First free throw, no good. Second, good for Bellarmine. He's got 6 total. 53-32. Jones tried to split 2 defenders. There was no room there. Forced that one. Here comes Bellarmine against Josh Hawkins for a runner. That's no good. And that's going to be a foul on Tampa. Loose ball foul going after the rebound.
Rebounding foul on Spartans, Freddie.
Goes on Ibrahim, his second personal. And the Eagles will get it with a couple subs at the table. Mackey out, Hawkins out, Jenkins out for Murray, Hennigan, and Lockett Fuller. Ty's got it over to Austin Jones, far side. Jones going to dribble, wrap around for Luka. He'll get it poked away and knocked out by Biffle. Biffle's had a great game tonight. Offensively, he's got 15 and 8 rebounds and 4 assists. Into Luka. Back into Jones. Austin will spin up, under, and in. Jones goes to double figures with 11. And reach-in foul in the backcourt. Called on Austin to be his 3rd.
Team 3rd.
Eagles have to try to go for some double teams and some steals here. Create some sort of chaos out there. Here comes Moreno. Up, under, and no good. Rebound tapped out, but tapped out to the Spartans, to Ibrahim. Now out on the perimeter. And we got a travel on Alberto Moreno. Chris Murray ran out of his shoe. They'll stop play here for a split second to give him a chance to put his shoe back on. Played the rest of that possession with no left shoe. They'll lace it up quickly here, and we'll get back after it. 53-34. Eagles down 19. Into Luka, he'll spin to the baseline and pump fake, go up and stick it in. Back to 17. Poked away. Hennigan got a steal. He'll lean and stick it in there. Here comes Tampa on a fast break the other way though. Moreno's got it in transition. Goes a U-turn and kicks it back out. They'll slow it down. 53-38. Closest the Eagles have been in a long time. Down 15, trying to find some momentum. Here's Biffle with the screen. Loses the basketball. It's loose on the floor, and picked up by the Spartans, and we're going to have a reach-in foul on C.J. Hennigan.
Eagle personal foul on the 24, C.J. Hennigan.
So we got 3 on Hennigan, 3 on Luca, 3 on Alston Jones. Rashad Mackey to the table to check back in for the Eagles.
Number 10, Rashad Mackey.
Mackey's coming for Luca. It'll be Tampa ball underneath at the 13-11 mark. Well, a runner underneath, no good by the Spartans, and the ball's loose down low and picked up by Moreno, and he's fouled.
Personal foul on Eagles, Ty Lockett Fuller. Second personal.
Goes on Ty, his second personal, and Moreno will go to the line.
For the Spartans, Alberto Moreno for 2.
Moreno will shoot a couple. Eagles needed that stop right there, as Moreno knocks in the free throw. Got a couple of chances, but gave up some rebounds. Moreno 82% on the season. And Moreno's got a cut that they've got to attend to. He has an open wound on his neck. Looks like he got scratched. So they'll stop play in between the free throws. Put a Band-Aid on him, and he'll go back to the line to shoot the second once they get him all taped up. The athletic trainer puts him back together, and he'll go back to the line. Second shot coming for Alberto Moreno. He's got 11 on the game. That one's too strong, and the rebound comes to Rashad Mackey. Jones pushing front court. Out between the circles. Screen away. Here comes Murray to the top of the circle. Catch, dribble, drive, and kick off for Hennigan. Hennigan going in, gets it poked away from behind. Stolen by the Spartans. They'll go 2-on-1. Moreno trail it back. Bellarmine layup is good. The Eagles got it to 15. It's now back to 18 for Tampa. Jones up high. Throw it over to Lockett Fuller. Ty's going in. Throw it over to Mackey. Spin and put it in. Basket. Foul goes on Alberto Moreno, his second personal. Basket for Shoddy gives him 5. Chance to make it 6 with a free throw here. He's got double-figure rebounds, but struggling with the points right now in his first game back from injury. He broke his hand about 6 weeks ago. Free throw is good. It's his non-shooting hand that he broke, but hasn't been able to find the rhythm so far. Just 2 out of 9 tonight. Here comes Moreno down the paint. Underneath Bellarmine for an easy bucket. Nice move there by Moreno. Attacked the right-hand side, slammed on the brakes. Defense flew past him. Laid it over to Bellarmine. Jenkins, Mackey. Now off to Lockett Fuller. Now Hennigan, now Elijah right wing with the Murray screen. Elijah dribble drive, wrap around, back to Lockett Fuller for 3. It's good. Third 3 of the night for the Eagles, just 3 of 15. But it's back to a 14-point game. Moreno will take it left side. Hennigan will go with. Under one screen. Drops it off for Biffle. Now Gamble will work against Chris Murray. Clear out for him to go one-on-one. Tax for a runner. It's no good. It had to hit the top of the backboard. It'll go to the Eagles. That's out of bounds. It'll go to Embry Riddle. And we'll take a timeout for media here. Nice move there by Gamble to get to the basket, but he put it off the top of the backboard. And we'll take a timeout for a media timeout. 58-44, it's down to 14. We're thinking about getting back in this thing. Back after this on the Eagles Radio Network. Yes, sir. Got you covered.
Basketball fans, just a reminder, the men's women's basketball team are back in action Wednesday, January 2nd, as they take on conference home the Buccaneers of Berry University. Women tip off at 5:30, ready to follow at 7:30. Hope to see you out here at the good old CI Center.
.44 is our score. The Eagles are down 14, and I've never been more excited to be down 14 than right about now, because the Eagles have cut it to 14. We were down 28 at one point. That was the biggest margin. 28 points when it was 46-18. We're a minute 38 before halftime, so we're sneaking back in it. So a long, long way to go. 11 minutes and 9 seconds to go. Jenkins got it far side, harassed by Biffle. They get a screen from Mackey. Elijah in a dribble drive, wrap around for Murray, and before he could dish it off, we're going to get a foul called on Tampa.
Foul on number 13, the guy, Biffle.
They called on Biffle his second personal, non-shooting foul, so they'll put the shot clock to 20 and start it over. Into Murray, out to Jenkins, we'll try it again. Hennigan drops for Lockett Fuller. Crossover, backdoor to Hennigan, up, under, and off the side, no good. Rebound to the Spartans. Unlucky that time. Hennigan went up from the right side, under on the left, tried to put it back over his shoulder and left it a little short. There's Baker for Ibrahim. Skip it far side to the left wing for three. Off the mark, no good. Mackey a rebound for the Eagles. Shot, he's got 11 boards. Here comes Hennigan racing for Lockett Fuller. Into Murray, backs down, leans in, puts it in. Murray's got the bucket, makes it a 12-point game. Eagles in their full court press. Biffle's got it, pushing front court, 3-on-3, fast break, he'll slow down. Trail it back from Moreno. Eagles going to play man-to-man here. Moreno between the circles, drops for Biffle. Biffle turns the corner. Leans into Jenkins, short, no good, rebound to Shad Mackey. Mackey off to Lockett Fuller, here come the Eagles. Guy's going for a runner, up and lays it through. 10-point game, 58-48. Moreno's got it in the backcourt. Eagles hustling on defense. Ibrahim, and he's fouled there by Lockett Fuller. We'll do the third on Ty. Six against the Eagles, so got to be careful now. Can't afford to get into a 1-on-1 situation any sooner than we want to here. Nick Hurd's going to check in. A lot of energy being expended on defense right now by this group. They've cut it from 23 at the half to 10. And there's still 9:14 to play. Nick Hurd's got fresh legs. He'll go to work on Ibrahim. Left side, Baker. Now out, Bellamy. Biffle off a screen. Over to Gamble, who'll shoot it for three. It's off the mark, no good. Bellamy rebounds, leans into Mackey, gets it blocked, and it's out of bounds off of the Eagles, they'll say. It'll stay with Tampa. 8:51 to play. Eagles down 10. Biffle, left-hand baseline. Dribble drive in, leans in over Jenkins, no good. Rebound Captain, picked up by Bellamy, no good. Rebound controlled underneath by Alston Jones. The Eagles can make it single digits. Here comes Jones pushing. He's got Biffle on his hip. Takes it in, runner up, going to come up short though. Rebound to the Spartans. They'll go the other way, 4-on-4. Ibrahim racing against Jenkins. Drops it back for Gamble. Gamble's going for a runner. That's going to be a charge, right? Wave it off, easy call. The charge on Anthony Gamble. Ball will go to the Eagles. Still a 10-point deficit, but we've got the basketball. Chris Murray will check out for Lockett Fuller. Jenkins out, Mastorovich in. Alston Jones will walk at front court. Biffle will meet him at the midway point. There's Mackey right side, and we got a whistle and a foul away from the ball. He's going to go on 23, Bellamy, his third personal. That's 6 on Tampa, so no 1-and-1 yet. Biffle out for Tyler Wilson, the sophomore from Raleigh, will see his first action of the night. Into Mastorovich. He's off to Lockett Fuller. Over to Jones, right side. Jones dribbles in, spins, couldn't get enough space. Calls for the Mastorovich screen. Cross court, Mackey. He'll shoot it from 3. Back of the iron, no good. Luka taps it around and controlled by Bellamy. Unlucky that time. Bellamy in the backcourt. Clears the timeline to Wilson. Wilson coming cross court. Throws it back out to Baker, and they'll settle it down here. The Eagles have cut it to 10, but have missed a couple in a row. Here's Gamble left side. Now Ibrahim for 3. It's no good. Rebound Lockett Fuller. Over the top looking for Nick Hurd. He'll catch it, go underneath the basket. Trail it back to Lockett Fuller for 3. Got it. And that's a 7-point game, 58-51. 7:05 to play. Here's Ibrahim off the screen. Throw it back up to Gamble. Ball fake, dribble in, runner up is good. Basket and 1 for Anthony Gamble. That's a big bucket there for Gamble. And 1 opportunity. Foul goes on Lockett Fuller, his 4th, and that'll take us to our media timeout. 60-51. It's a 9-point game with a free throw pending. Back after this on the Eagles Radio Network.
New Year's Eve planners. Tell me what you're doing. We are hanging out with teams to practice the next morning. But there are a couple birthdays that we would celebrate, right? Whose are they? Nikki and Cindy. Aww, happy early birthday. Okay, we've got a fun New Year's Eve trivia question for you. How much confetti is dropped on the crowd at Times Square? Is it A, 10 pounds, B, 1,000 pounds, or C, 1 ton? What do you think?
We're trying.
1 ton is the answer. A ton of confetti is dropped in Times Square on New Year's Eve. And you guys are going to be celebrating your big holiday time. Thank you. And Happy New Year. Thank you.
The Eagles trying to rally here. A huge bucket for Tampa there by Anthony Gamble and a basket and 1 opportunity. As the Eagles had cut it to 7, they could put it back to 10 here potentially if Gamble can hit the free throw. That was his first bucket of the second half after scoring 15 in the first half. The Eagles much better in the second half, shooting at 52% as compared to 29% in the first. Free throw from Gamble is good. Takes it back to double figures. 61-51 to Tampa. Here's Jones with it front court. Off the Mastorovich screen. Takes it in, wrap around, layup good. Strong take there from Austin Jones. Eagles jump into the full court press. Ibrahim trying to get away from Hurd and Jones. Goes it cross court, picked off by Elijah Jenkins. Jenkins will push it front court. Looking for a helper, he drops back to Jones. Mastorovich will set the screen. Jones will go from left to right. Now down the paint, runner up with the right hand, good. 6-point game, 61-55. In the corner to Gamble, he loses it out of bounds. That's going to be Eagle basketball, right? Oh, the referee said I didn't see it. He'll say neutral possession. Possession arrow favors the Eagles. The Eagles will get it nonetheless. We do lose the arrow, however. 61-55 with 6:09 to play. Alston Jones in the corner will be the trigger man. Subs for Tampa. Bunch of fresh bodies just checked in there. Back to their starting five, basically. Bellarmine in there instead of Downer. Here's Jones. To Hurd. Now Mackey. Shotty with a crossover, drops for Jenkins. Jenkins double team briefly. Great space into Luka. Backs down, spins to the left. Hook shot good. 4-point game, 61-57. Poked away to the far side. Tampa chases it down, clears the timeline, 3-on-2. Here comes Ibrahim, throws it cross court. Gamble's wide open. Off the mark, no good, but they get their own rebound and put it back in. Oh, boy. Missed a chance there. Jones gets the ball poked away, and it's kicked by Tampa, so it'll stay with the Eagles here. 5:18 to play, 63-57. Eagles down 6. Jenkins to trigger. Into Nick Hurd. Hurd back to Jones. 18 on the shot clock. Jones will holler out the play here, and the Eagles will go get after it. Biffle guards Jones. Crosses over, takes it down the paint, floats, and leaves it short. Rebound to Gamble for the Spartans. Gamble off to Moreno. He's going to go coast to coast. Somebody doesn't stop the ball, and his layup is no good. Mastorovich had the rebound, then lost it, but it was last touched by Tampa. It'll stay with the Eagles. It's a 6-point deficit at the 4:53 mark. The Eagles basketball need a bucket here. Found some momentum finally, need to keep it now. Alston Jones will walk at front court. Biffle waits for him. Left side, Nick Hurd. Lob to Luka. Backs down, spins to the left. Nope, to the right that time, and left it short. Nobody there to rebound. Here come the Spartans. Biffle racing coast to coast. Goes down the paint. Runner no good, but a foul. Going to be on Luka. That's his fourth. Biffle will be the free throw shooter.
Shooting 2.
Free throw's good.
For the Eagles, Chris Murray.
Biffle's got 16 and 9 rebounds. Luka checks out with 4 personals for Chris Murray. And Biffle makes them both. So it's back to an 8-point deficit. Eagles need to find the hot hand once again. Here's Jones guarded by Biffle. Looking for Mackey. He'll catch on the block. Backs down, spins, leans, and kicks. Jones, ball fake from 3 to the elbow. Going to leave that one short, but gets the friendly roll. Into Moreno. Here comes the double team. And Moreno goes coast to coast and lays it in. Turned the corner, never got stopped. And it's back to an 8-point game. The Eagles are trying to force him out of bounds. Thought he might have got away with an extra step. Here comes Jones, another elbow jumper. That one's good as well. Coach Riddle going to take a timeout. It's back to a 6-point game. 2 possessions here at the 3:31 mark. 67-61. This is going to be a 30-second timeout, so we're going to stay right here. Remember, the Eagles were down 23 at the half and 28 at one time. It's now only a 6-point deficit. 67-61. The momentum certainly seems to have found the Eagles, but they've expended so much energy to get to this point. Do they have enough to get over the hump and take the lead? They have not led today. Really haven't even been close. It was a 12-0 run to start the game. And the Eagles never really got back into it. We cut it to 5. It was a 7-0 run after the 12-0 start. And that was the closest we've been since that point. Down 5 at the 15:06 mark of the game, just 5 minutes into the game. And then it went from down 5 to down 9 to 12 to 14 to 18, all the way to down 28 with a minute 38 to go before halftime. It was 46-18 at that point. They've scratched and clawed all the way back and made it a 6-point game right now with 3:31 to go. Eagles are shooting 57% in the second half, 17 of 30, while the Spartans are just 8 for 26 for 31%. Can they pull off one of the best comebacks in program history? 3 minutes and 30 seconds. We'll find out. Tampa basketball in the backcourt. Eagles stay in that full court press. They trap Moreno. He throws it out here to Ibrahim, then gets it back. Moreno double team, looking for help. Goes all the way length of the floor, and they kick it back out to Biffle and cross court Ibrahim. Back up to Moreno. And now Gamble. He'll work against Murray. In for a runner. It's up. It is good, and the foul. Rashad Mackey got run over. They call the blocking foul on Mackey. Give the basket to Gamble. And the foul on Mackey will be his 3rd. Takes it up to an 8-point game. And a chance for Gamble to make it 9.
And we have a timeout on the floor. This is our last media timeout.
And we'll take our media timeout here with 3:13 to play. 69-61. Spartans with a bucket, chance for a 3-point play. We're back right after this on the Eagles Radio Network. What'd I do? I'm trying to get the best comeback in program history here. It's gonna take some help though. Yeah, if it happens, I'll get it up there. .313 to play here in Daytona Beach. It's 69-61. Tampa with an 8-point lead. But the Eagles are trying to rally. Down 28 at one point. Tampa's got the second chance for a 3-point play from Anthony Gamble here in the last 2 minutes. That's been the bad news. And he hits the free throw. Gamble's been the man tonight. Down 9 with the basketball. Jones for Mackey. So ball fake, dribble drive, and kick. Off to Jones, left side for 3. It's going to come up short. Mackey, a rebound and a stick back. And it's back to a 7-point game. Did a dig in on defense. There's a poke away. Jones, Lockett Fuller's after it. Goes underneath, throws it to Jenkins. Jenkins off to Jones. He's going to attack. Runner over to Mackey. He'll lean and get it blocked from behind and rebound to the Spartans. They'll go the other way. Ibrahim will U-turn it, skip it over to Gamble, far side. Gamble will run the baseline up, under, and rejected by Mastorovich. Rebound to the Eagle. Down 7 with the ball. Here comes Ty. Lob to Luka. There's a double team. He'll get it poked away. It'll stay with the Eagles, poked away by the Spartans with 2:21 to play. A 3-pointer here could make it a 4-point game. 2:21 to play. Eagles ball underneath, off to the left-hand side of their own basket. Austin Jones will trigger. Into Mackey. Puts it on the floor against Gamble, backs down, kicks out. Jenkins, catch and shoot 3 ball. Off the mark, no good. Rebound picked up by Tampa, and a foul on the shot. Mackey. That's his 4th. That was a good look from Elijah right there. Couldn't get it to go. That would have been a huge basket there with 2:12 to play. Spartans will go to the other end and shoot free throws. Anthony Gamble has been really good from the line tonight. First is good. And he makes them both. Gamble's hadn't missed from the free throw line tonight. He's got 23. It's back to a 9-point game. Here's Jones for Mackey. Puts it up from 3. It's off the mark, no good. Rebound. Poked away from Luka and touched out of bounds by one of the Eagles. That was Tylen Lockett Fuller. They'll get Luka out for Chris Murray. Luka's got 4 personal fouls. Can't afford to leave him out there. Bellarmine back to Gamble, over to Ibrahim. Pushes front court. Eagles trying to double team him. They'll throw it into Bellarmine. Back over to Biffle. And they're going to try to run some clock here. 1:46 to play. The Eagles are trailing it by 9. Moreno out between the circles. Heads left. Gets some space. Tacks in, up, under, and through. Pretty move for Alberto Moreno that time. Here comes Jones. Sprays it to Lockett Fuller for 3. That's off the mark, and we got a whistle and a foul. Going to go against the Eagles.
Personal foul.
Goes on to Shad Mackey. That's his 5th. He'll foul out with just 8 points tonight. He did get double-figure rebounds with 13, only 8 points in his return from injury. Just hasn't shot the ball real well. The broken hand certainly has been a factor for Mackey. Great to have him back out there, but 0 for 4 from 3-point area. And that's been a tough night for Nishad to return. Great to have him back, but he's not yet at full speed.
And shooting 2, Anthony Gamble.
Gamble will shoot a couple free throws here for the Spartans. Looks like the Eagles are going to come up short. They trimmed the lead from 28 all the way down into striking distance, but not able to get over the hump. Got as close as 4 at 61-57 with 5:48 to play. But since that point, the Spartans have pushed it back up to where they now lead by 12. And that free throw makes it 13. 76-63. Minute 21 to play. Here comes Jones for a runner. It's rejected from behind, but a rebound, stick back. Good for Lockett Fuller. Foul's going to go on the Spartans. They call the foul on Tyler Wilson.
Number 0, Tyler Wilson.
And put Ty Lockett Fuller on the free throw line. He's got 12. Misses the free throw, unfortunately. Rebound to the Spartans. Gamble splits a double team, keeps right on going for Ibrahim. They'll throw it back out here to Moreno. The Eagles are trying to double team and not foul, and Moreno able to draw a foul going by.
With the personal foul is
Fifth on Lockett Fuller. He'll foul out with 12 points. And the Spartans will go to the free throw line. C.J. Hennigan will check in for Ty. Alberto Moreno will toe the line. He's got 15 to go with 6 rebounds and 5 assists tonight. And that one's good. Spartans have gotten to the free throw line tonight. 28 attempts. Now 29. The Eagles have only shot 7 free throws tonight. 29-7 in free throws attempted. Jones a runner, no good. Stick back Murray is good. That's an 11-point game again. Less than a minute to play. The Eagles going to play defense, but not foul. At least not intentionally foul. And there's a bump from Elijah Jenkins. Freddie Ibrahim will be the free throw shooter. Here for Tampa. 78-67 the score. First is good. In and out on the second. The Eagles will push it front court down 12. Less than a minute to play. Here's Jones, a runner. It's good. He's got 21. Makes it a 10-point game with 41 seconds to go. 30-second timeout, so we'll stay right here during this stoppage. Austin Jones has had a nice game tonight. 10 of 19 shooting. 21 points to lead the Eagles. Tylen Lockett Fuller has 12. Luka Mastorovich 14. For the Spartans, 4 players in double figures led by Anthony Gamble with 25. Biffle has 17 to go with 10 rebounds. Moreno has 17 and Bellarmine 10 points and 9 rebounds, just 1 rebound shy of a double-double. Eagles a lackluster first half, dug themselves a 28-point deficit with a minute and a half to go before halftime. They've certainly won the game since that point, outscoring Tampa by 18 since that point in time, but down 28 in the first 19 minutes of the game. Adds up to a long night at the office. Can't get the ball inbounds back here. The Eagles play good defense, force Tampa to use a timeout. 41.5 still to go, 79-69. Eagles down 10 here to the Spartans. Timeout taken by Tampa. They want a full timeout. We'll take another break. Back right after this for the final few minutes of Eagles basketball here on the Embry Riddle Radio Network. Yes, sir. Can you hear? Yes, I am. Back here at the ICI Center, a foul whistled against the Eagles on David Park. As the Spartans got the ball inbounds, they put Biffle on the free throw line for a couple, and he hits the first. One more coming here for Biffle. 80-69. And he's got them both. Back to a 12-point game. Here comes Jones, going to push it front court. Jones drops for Jenkins. Jenkins a crossover, penetrate, leaner, good for Jenkins. Back to a 10-point game. Triggered in, and Nick Hurd tried to get a steal, didn't get it, commits a foul. Put Tampa back on the free throw line here. Biffle will get a couple more free throws. One more game coming up tonight. Game 3 tonight is part of the Lambda Magic Classic. Division 3 tournament with teams visiting from out of state. Played yesterday. We got one game tonight, and then there's another game tomorrow. Biffle makes the first free throw. And he makes them both. Game later tonight will be Hamilton against Ithaca. Hamilton College out of New York and Ithaca College from New York. A couple of Division 3 teams doing battle. Jenkins gets his three-pointer blocked and rebounded by the Spartans. They'll go the other way. And Ibrahim blocks it, rebounds it, and races the other way for a layup. Here comes Jones, going to try to lay one in himself, and he does. In the final 7 seconds, Tampa doesn't have to take another shot, and I don't think they will. Ibrahim will dribble it out, and the Spartans are going to win it by 12 here tonight, 85-73. Spartans won it tonight, 85-73 over the Eagles. Big deficit was just too much to come back from. Like the second half effort, but didn't come out of the gates ready to play tonight. Down 12 in the first few minutes, and ironically enough, that's the difference tonight. The Eagles lose it by 12 here to Tampa. We'll take a quick timeout and come right back for a quick post-game recap here live from the ICI Center.